And all of this, as we're processing all of it, I think that there's like visions of the ways that, at least in my head, Jesus did this. Like ways that he leveraged public shame to create social change. And it was predominant, like at least as I'm thinking about it right now. I mean, and if people listening to this or watching this have other instances, like feel free to let us know. But like I'm thinking particularly of the woman caught in adultery, which started out as a public canceling and it was going to be a public murder, but like, where like a woman who's caught in adultery, like, it takes two to tango. So like, I don't know where the dude was. So you can see the ideology at play. There is a patriarchal structure that created this situation to begin with. And so here we have a public cancellation, a public shaming and death sentence put on this person. And Jesus is thrown into the midst. And then all of a sudden she's thrown like at the feet of Jesus. And then it says that Jesus got on the ground and started writing in the sand with his finger. And then he stood up and said, "Let you who's without sin cast the first stone," which is it's a wild thing that Jesus did. Because one, I think that the good modern version in our heads, we're like, why didn't Jesus stand up and say public stoning is evil and the patriarchy is awful? He could have said that. However, the way he did it is that he invited them into a recognition of their own sinfulness. Mm. So he says, if you do not also have sin, feel free to start throwing the rock. But so what he did was he took the public shaming that he was being inflicted on this woman and he turned it back on them, which is freaking, Jesus is like wicked smart and incredible, because then all of a sudden, if you walked away and didn't stone, you know what just happened? You admitted to the entire public that you sin. And that's exactly what happened. And what happens in this, so there is this really profound thing of yes, you can defend historically marginalized community based on ideology of damage. But the way that Jesus models it for us is a way that helps become self-reflective or reflected back at the people who are inflicting the damage, and trying to do it in a way that invites them to see the ways that they are also not modeling the way and the vision of Jesus. And I think that to me is at least a roadmap. And I think it would be well worth people listening to this, or even us, to think about, how do we do that well in a digital space? Yeah. And I think that is a really nuanced question that I don't think we've adequately reflected on and thought of creative and imaginative ways for us as followers of Jesus to be able to implement that type of social change in a way that its character is aligned with the character of Jesus.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you can stay tuned for all of our content.